Welcome to Philippine-Canadian Enquirer's Daily News Roundup, brought to you by CanadianEnquirer.net, your only Filipino-Canadian daily news portal. I'm Rowan Echo, and here are stories making headlines today. Faeldon lambasts Gordon's cruel, degrading, and inhuman punishment of him. Former Bureau of Customs Chief Nicanor Faeldon has expressed disappointment towards Senate Blue Ribbon Committee Richard Gordon as he accused the latter of degrading and casting inhumane punishment on him. In a statement posted on Twitter, Faeldon said he was deprived of his right to celebrate the holidays with his loved ones, to see a cardiologist for his heart ailment, to perform his religious practices, and to be present at the birth of his youngest child. He added that he was also barred from taking oath as the Deputy Administrator of the Office Civil Defense at the Department of National Defense before DND Secretary Lorenzana and Usek Halad. According to Faeldon, the injustices inflicted upon him were due to Gordon's decision to follow Senator Panfilo Lacson's directive, whom he tagged as a cement smuggler who desired vengeance against him. Quote, "I have been reliably informed that Senator Gordon did all of the above upon orders of the cement smuggler senator, who vowed vengeance against me for exposing his and his son's cement smuggling racket," unquote, Faeldon said. Seoul says both Koreas have agreed to hold talks on Tuesday. The rival Koreas agreed Friday to revive their first formal dialogue in more than 2 years next week to find ways to cooperate on the upcoming Winter Olympics in the South, a sign of easing animosities that followed a period of rising nuclear tension that saw fears of war on the Korean peninsula. The announcement by Seoul's Unification Ministry came hours after the United States said it has agreed to delay annual joint military exercises with South Korea until after the Winter Olympics. On Friday morning, North Korea sent a message saying it would accept South Korea's offer to meet at the border village of Panmunjom next Tuesday to discuss Olympic cooperation and how to improve overall ties, according to South Korea's Unification Ministry. Spokesman Baek Tae-yoon said he expects the two Koreas to exchange messages to determine who would head each other's delegations and other issues. Any dialogue between the Koreas is considered a positive step toward easing confrontations. But critics say the North's abrupt push for improving this may be a tactic to divide Seoul and Washington and weaken international pressure and sanctions on Pyongyang. Sacked Marina chief says trips abroad necessary. Fired Maritime Industry Authority Chief Marshal Amado III negated claims that his trips abroad were excessive, saying those travels were necessary and whoever may replace his position would have to travel the same way. After spokesperson Harry Roque Jr.'s announcement of his ouster yesterday, in which he said President Rodrigo Duterte fired Amado due to excessive junkets, Amado defended himself against allegations. In an interview with ANC, he said that he traveled on 21 occasions as chief of Marina, all of which were approved by the Department of Transportation. Amado added that traveling is the nature of his job as chief because Marina is an international organization, a specialized organization of the government that deals with international organizations. He said that 15 of his trips were financed by the Philippine government and the other 6 trips were sponsored by other countries, stressing that these were all beneficial for the country. Although disappointed, Amado said he accepts the president's decision to remove him from his post. That wraps up our news here on PZI Daily News Roundup. Thank you for joining us. For more news stories, visit our website at www.canadianenquirer.net.